Hello, guys. As they've been now, your babe is here. And today is just something different. Give you flavors, different flavors, spices, all of it. It's not the same every time. You're wondering where's our guest, right? Amy, let me, now me day here with you today. And what are we going to be doing? We are going to be doing some Reddit React, and we're going to be starting with Am I the AO series. You get it? If you don't get it, don't forget about it, because it's LOLA BILLIONZ that is talking. You guys, so let's get right into it. So you're going to enjoy. Stay tuned and follow me. Okay, so this Reddit user says, am I the AO for refusing to attend my sister's wedding? She blood sister. Well, let's go. I, 28 male, I'm gay. I'm married. You see my sister. I am married to my partner, 29 male. We got married earlier this year in a small ceremony with just a few friends. This is not a Nigerian person. Trust me. This OP, this user, he's not from Tiwantiwa. Washa, we move. Because here, we do not judge. We are just straightforward. I am out to my family. I came out to my family and I've been for about 10 years. I'm not particularly close to my family, mainly because they are rather conservative and do not approve of gay relationships. My African parents. Now we're done. I usually just keep the peace and drop by for the holidays, but my partner has never been invited. Now, my younger sister, 24 female, is getting married early next year, and I was invited to the wedding, but my husband was not. When I asked my mother why this was the case, she said it was because it causes her a lot of stress, and she wasn't ready to deal with my extended family and family friends seeing me with a man. Remember, this is not my story. This is our OP story. Seeing me with a man for the first time. Also, it might take some of the spotlight off the bride. My father agrees with this concern. Keep in mind, this is a Christian wedding. And will be held in a church. When I asked my sister, who has been kind and accepting in the past, she said she wanted to invite my husband, but my parents would not allow it since they are paying for the wedding. Obviously, I was upset about this and said that I was not comfortable attending the wedding if my husband was not invited. My parents and sisters are quite upset. And even my aunt and uncle, who both are supportive of my relationship, said it would be inappropriate for me to not be there to support my sister on her big day. So, am I the AO? Yours brother, yours truly, it did not contain my mouth to say you are the AO. But, nobody's judging your sexuality. Nobody's doing that. But if you know that this situation is going to take a bit of some family members, some extended family members they are not in the know about your relationship with your husband, and they don't know about your sexuality yet, it's going to look odd. And if the family that are paying for it feel like, they can't deal with that issue, well, I think just be there to support your wife and your sister rather. Just be there to support her, show your love, and I'm sure your partner understands the dynamics of a conservative home. You do not want family members saying, you are this, you are that. I'm not judging you, but I'm just saying that you don't want family members, instead of talking about the bride and the groom and the wedding in particular, you don't want them talking about, and this is are you gay? Are you this? You get, that is not a question you want to be answering on a day like that, you get. So drop your comments about this issue. You are not the AO. Nobody is perfect. Everybody just did their day. You understand? Or it go be, my brother. Well, this is an Am I the AO series. And yes, am I the AO for announcing my pregnancy a week before my sister's wedding? I found out I was pregnant a couple of weeks ago, and my fiancé and I decided to share the news with our close family and friends almost immediately. My sister and I have had a pretty close relationship, but we have definitely had our moments recently. My fiancé and I thought we were going to wait until after my sister's wedding to announce my pregnancy to the rest of our family and friends. But in the moment and excitement, we just announced it. I then got a bunch of rude messages from my sister saying that I am trying to ruin our wedding and that I'm so rude for not thinking about her in this, that I should have waited because now our wedding will be all about me. Am I really the ASO? Am I really the AO for announcing my incredibly exciting news? The messages from her have been so bad, I don't even know if I will be going. Please help. Well, Reddit dubbed you that you are not the AO, but everybody has their own issues. You get. My sister, the first thing I'll first ask you is, did you have a conversation with your sister about you being pregnant and you wanting to announce it? How cool is it? Because I don't see a problem with you announcing in that excitement, the adrenaline of that moment you get, and oh yeah, we're pregnant. If your sister has an issue with spotlight, some people have spotlight issues where they want it to be all about me, weeks to my wedding, it has to be all about me, no news that would kind of hinder my own shine, you understand? If that is the case, you should have consulted your sister first. But you are not the AO for announcing your pregnancy, your bundle of joy. Congratulations. But you are not the AO. But at the same time, you should be sensitive enough to reach out to your sister and talk to her about it, how she wants it. Before, if you had waited to that time, I think you could have come to a consensus about it. So you're not the AO. Enjoy your pregnancy. And please go to your sister's wedding. Do not, because of that issue, not support her. You are sisters, by the way. We've done Am I the AO and all, and it's exciting so far, right? So we want to talk about mother-in-law from L. Okay, so we want to enter, you see, we've attacked Am I the AO, blah, blah, blah. Yes, now we're going to mother-in-law from L. Sorry to our mother-in-laws, for this is just a Reddit post, and that's how we're going to be doing it. So, mother-in-law from L. Let's take OP1. Miss Tang said, mother-in-law is driving me insane. Ow, my sister. Now let's get into it. Sorry, I just need to vent. Currently living with my in-laws, unfortunately. She's constantly moving my stuff around if I left in common areas because she's a clean freak. But in reality, she's just rude. Only rude, ma. She will turn off the light of a room I'm in if she considers that I don't need it. She has no respect for anyone and she's just impolite for no reason. Her way of communicating is passive-aggressive. She makes up stupid rules to feel powerful, like she's in control. I want my son away from her. I want her son away from her. I want to move out, never speak to her again, never see her again. I have so much resentment and hatred towards her, and I can't talk about this with my husband because boo-hoo, it gets sad because that's his mommy. Honestly, Opie said she doesn't give a. If I can go on like with my life without seeing her, I'll be ecstatic. So, OP, you said mother-in-law is driving you crazy, blah, blah, blah. So, you know what? I will leave this particular situation to my viewers to judge. Please drop your comments below. Tell me what you think about the situation. If not you, and you get to, maybe you drop your, what's it called, your purse or wallet somewhere in your husband's, well, you are staying with your in-law, unfortunately, but you drop your stuff and you just keep moving it. How would you feel? If you are the type that they want to talk to you and talking to you anyhow and all of those things, how would you feel? You understand? I would leave that to my viewers to give their 2 cents about it. While we are going to the next one, let me lubricate with my favorite drink, Sosa. Sorry I'm not sharing with you, but don't worry. There are so many things coming up very soon. Some of our fans will be seeing some things juicy. You get? So moving on to Am I the AO cereal? We have dinner with mother-in-law took unexpected turn. I cannot imagine my sister. I cannot. My mother-in-law and I went out to dinner as my husband and my father-in-law were out at a concert together. Oh, that's so sweet. They are from out of state and were staying with us for a few days. My mother-in-law is intense and does not hold back on overly displaying how much she loves her son. Well, at dinner, after 3 martinis, and me completely sober, as my husband and I were TTC. Well, I will look that up, what it is, but TTC. Maybe they are abstaining from alcohol and all. She looks at me and goes, "If you ever break my son's heart, I will." That's what he said. You get? We can't say some words here because it's not given. It's not discretion. You get? But the mother-in-law said that if she ever breaks her son's heart, she will. And she said she meant it. And she meant it, brother. His sister too. And his sister too. And his sister will too. So it's not only the mother-in-law that is going to our OP. The sister too will do the same thing. Well, she watches a lot of Dateline. I was so stunned that she said that this after 6 years together. Understanding how strong our relationship is, I was in another conversation. I couldn't have asked for a better wife for my son. You two are perfect match and so blessed. Then, mommy, why? So you are people are putting me or the LOLA BILLIONZ in a what's it called, in a difficult situation. I don't understand meant you. What is it that you said, I couldn't have asked for a better wife for my son, and yet you're saying if you ever think of kiniko, it's too much. Don't you think, mommy? Don't you think you're beginning to okay, so my 2 cents on your relationship with your mother-in-law. Whenever she says that again, you just say, okay. In situations where you know that it's not worth it, dragging, going back and forth, you will never win. Okay, I'm sorry when necessary, and make a joke out of it. No, my family too said if he ever leaves me, you're going to go and burn him at the stake. You'll get those kind of things, right? Don't fight. At the longer, if you love this man, you would have to be with that mother-in-law for the rest of your life. Which means whatever you do now, you have to face it to the very end. So I'm going to give you a bonanza read. I know you are not expecting it. But on Jweecy Pod, we'll give you the unexpected. You get? So I'm going to be reading a Bridezilla Reddit. You get it? All your friends that got married, that you're thinking, is this lady normal like this? This is their Reddit. This is their post. You get? So let's do this. So the OP said, bride is very unreasonable. Or, is the bride unreasonable? Or am I the AO? So let's ask. My friend is getting married this summer. I've just been advised that we are required to be at a venue for 7 a.m. for hair and makeup. She's not having a ceremony this day. She's not having a ceremony this day, and the reception is in the evening. I have 2 small children and their preschool does not open until 7 a.m. And I am an hour away. I will be an hour late if she has to wait for her preschool, for her children to go to preschool. I've asked the bride what time slot is for the hair and makeup. Well, let me just rephrase it for you. I've asked the bride what is the time slot for the hair and makeup. And if I can be a little late so I can get my kids to school and be one of the last people to go. Yeah. There is about 8 people doing their hair and makeup, but she refuses to tell me the time slot. I've asked her to simply ask the hair and makeup company if it will be an issue. She also refused to do this. I'm just told you are to be there at 7. You have to be there at 7. Eton Kolani. Abi you are using that you won't think you can order somebody that has children to just come like that without giving her any leeway at all. But let's finish reading this. Okay, time slot, and so the time slot doesn't matter. Okay, you are the only one. Okay, yeah, you were sent a date a year ago. You are the only one causing me stress, says the bride. I don't know what causing me stress and making your problems my problems. And there is no excuse here. I have brought up this point that if I am just sitting there for hours, does it need to be such a big deal? She basically told me, if I'm not there for 7 a.m., I don't need to be in a wedding. What did we carry? What did we throw? What is this? Kilagbe now. If she's not there for 7 a.m., she's not being in your wedding. And you know that it's not because she just wants to be late. She has kids. Am I Rora now? I've already purchased the dress. I just feel this is extremely unreasonable. You spend so much money to be in someone's wedding. There is no appreciation for this, and this is how they deem it acceptable to treat you with demands and ultimatums. Ooh. Please, I hope there is an update because this story cannot just end here. Okay, yes. Our OP has an update. As the bride was saying to me, I'm stressing her out, making my problems are problems. I'm refusing to ask the hair and makeup people. I took it upon myself to call the company. They were very nice and told me it would be no problem at all to take me for 9 a.m. Each bridesmaid would have an hour with hair, then an hour with makeup. I informed the bride and I was told that I'm sneaky and selfish for contacting a vendor. I went behind her back. God, I beg. So she kicked me out of her wedding and told me she never wants to speak to me again. I don't understand why I cannot contact a vendor and inquire about services I'm paying for. Would it also be an issue to ask about hair extensions or a certain updo or makeup look? I think this is so extreme and unnecessary for it to get to this. So the OP is saying, is she the AO or is the bride just and colors? Find the light. My sister, your bride is on colors. In this situation, bride, note this. If you know do you to have bridesmaid and all of those things, no get.
You cannot leave your children at home and go to a party because of what? Oh, and then jollof rice that you can cook in your house, or you can even buy Chicken Republic if you rest you get. So in the light of that, please let us be calming down. Please, bride, calm down with your friend. We just want to support you. You get. We just want to support you. Nobody say amen. It's not that you're on colors or something. Get. So in the light of that, please, my viewers, I'm not angry. What do you come from fun? It's not like I am angry. I am happy. Drop a comment below your thoughts about this issue. If you were the friend and this thing happened to you, what would you have done? We dropped the first question, the mother-in-law question. Okay, guys, so this will be the end of this segment or this episode of Ready to React from the Jweecy Pod. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and you know what it is. Share to family and friends. Without you, then there is no podcast. There is no Jweecy Podcast.